everyone, welcome back. I'm going to announce second half. And we have Birmingham A against Newcastle Penny Belters. So, Jammers have lined up. Newcastle is pushing through with Tan from Birmingham pushing quite close behind. And she's almost out, hit off on the out. Got a strong tripod from Birmingham. With the offense hitting. Oh, and he's got lead. Tan from Birmingham has been called lead jammer. Not far followed far behind from the Newcastle skater. Gonna call it, and she calls it off. Oh. Hello, Gabby.
We're gonna give this a good go, see how it works out.
Hello, everyone. So we have jammer 333 and 104 on the jam line. Is out and has been called lead. Double threat has taken off the star, looking for the pass for her pib.
I think the pass is being initiated.
And they are out. Peregrine has hit the pack and looking to call it off and called it off with 4 points. So 7 points to Newcastle and 4 to Birmingham A. Birmingham are taking a strong back line on the jam line. Nice comms from Birmingham. Newcastle and Birmingham Jammers putting up a really good fight against the strong tripods.
Definitely nice and powerful. And the Yulia's out as lead.
Woo! Well done. Both Jammers are out. And it's a call off. Safe call off. And in time. Birmingham jammer Murphy looking for the out, switching around, finding space. Newcastle jammer is out with a twirl and has lead jammer. Oh, and a penalty. So it will be a 2-minute jam.
The best kind of jams.
Oh wait, no, actually we have lead is on Birmingham because the jammer must have got the penalty. Yeah, exiting the pack. So lead was still out and Birmingham got it. Well done. Another lap for Birmingham. Murphy with 4 points already. And Newcastle jammer is back on track. Nice. Nice. Well done. That was a nice little outside line from Birmingham.
Are we going to get another fast pack?
Nice. Well done, Newcastle, for blocking the jammer on the inside line. Jammers love to take the inside line. Yes, especially on an apex. So it's smart for blockers to plug the gaps
Tan and Peregrine as our jammers for this jam. And Peregrine out as lead. Oh, right through the middle of the pack. Nicely done. Sudrin is one of our resident jammers for the day. Joining double threat on the track. Double jammer recycle. Are we going to do a whole lap? Oh no, we're not. Lead for Newcastle. Ooh, chairs, what a treat.
That's better. I feel less formal now watching the game.
Yeah.
This is what we would normally do anyway. Chit chat and analyse footage game. Oh, nice spin, but just came off on the outside line. And Terry calls it off. Birmingham with 64 points and Newcastle 99, almost at 100. If we can have a big cheer when we get to 100.
It's not very often you get a jam that starts behind the jam line. So very nice, a new change.
Birmingham taking offense from the line, and we have Newcastle Jammer out the pack and with lead.
Very nice offense from Drama then.
And we must have got 100 points for 104. Well done, Newcastle, for crossing the 100 mark line.
Birmingham Jammer to the bin. I didn't see what for.
Just taking a nice long break.
A well-deserved rest.
Well-deserved rest, yes. So Newcastle are goating Birmingham blocker to allow their jammer to push the pack out. Almost out. A nice, really nice goat. Well done, Newcastle.
If anyone is playing the Derby drinking game, they are over 100 points, so not encouraging the alcohol, but if they're
what else is
so
on
inclined.
the game? What else do you drink for? Water. You could drink water. Hydrate.
Well, I think the official rules started before I was a skater, so I don't know all the rules. But I know that is always one. And maybe for a 0-0 jam.
Ooh. Peregrine is our jammer on the inside line, pushing through Birmingham's blockers and out the pack.
Sudrin drawing a cut for the Birmingham jammer. Newcastle goating number 77.
Nice little spin from Peregrine. Another 4 points.
Did Newcastle vote in our game? I don't remember. Seems like a nice flavour for this game.
For context, Leeds skaters played
Oh yes, sorry.
Newcastle earlier today. A Five Nations game. I can't remember. And also for context, we were skating for Leeds in that game.
Yes. I mean, they didn't goat me, but I didn't block, so can't claim the glory.
I do love a goat. I do love some passive offense. So Birmingham Jammer's out of the box. Lead is still open, and a lovely hit off the inside, and a run back. Jammers are still on their initial, and just as I say that, Newcastle is out the back.
And some continued lovely offense from Drama again on this jam. As the 3 jams ago, they did the very nice and the same thing.
Oh, just be careful of the pack. Refs will be keeping a good eye on the pack there, but we have a bridge from Newcastle. Really strong walls here.
Very solid.
Oh, and we have a penalty for Birmingham Jammer, and that was the call-off.
A 0-1 jam. It felt like a lot more happened then.
Everybody hydrate?
Absolutely.
Oh, 0-1. Okay, if it was 0-0, drink some water. Next time.
Close.
And if it's not, drink some water anyway. Hydrate. You beautiful but dehydrated people.
It's been a hot day. Always hydrate.
And we have Peregrine out of the pack and taking lead down, while Birmingham Jammer is sat in the penalty box.
That was a very powerful start.
With a call-off and containing Birmingham Jammer in the box. The bin. A little switcheroo.
So we have Julia for Newcastle.
With a power jam.
Team Greece jammer for the World Cup. Do very well, hopefully.
See you at the World Cup.
For context, Liv is also at the World Cup for West Indies. They do a great job.
Fire, fire, fire. So, around an easy outside line. Nice offense from Newcastle.
Always lovely being a jammer and not having to touch a single blocker on track.
I don't want to touch a single person when I'm jamming. I want my offense to do all the hard work.
Exactly. I just want to skate around in circles and have a good time and wave at everyone.
That's what we're here for. So, we have Newcastle jammer fighting against Birmingham blockers. Just taken a little nip from attack, taking the jammer off the outside line, and a nice big long recycle back. Smart call on.
And it looks like it might be another power jam start for Newcastle.
Do you drink if there's a power jam start?
I don't know, but maybe that should be a rule.
I think we should add that, power jam start. Or like 3 power jam starts in a row.
Ooh. That would be good.
Yeah.
Because then it wouldn't happen that often. So it'd be worth the drink or hydration.
Yes.
Then, yeah, maybe we should make our own rules.
Shall we?
Just in time for the World Cup.
Princess Punch Roller Derby game. Coming to you soon.
New World Cup drinking rules will be coming out in 3 weeks.
Newcastle jammer pushing the final blocker outside of the pack, and you have lead. Well, she had lead already. She called it off. Well done. So we're 15 minutes left, and it's 64 for Birmingham 8 and 134. Good at maths. Can you work out the differential there?
As an engineer, I should be good at maths, but I'm absolutely atrocious.
Oh, there's some 130? No? Yes? 70? Yeah. I was working, I like to go backwards. 70.
I'd say it's about 1 and 2 point something.
Yes, 1 and 2. We'll go with that. And that's a quick caller. 3 points given to Newcastle. That one.
Looks like an official review was being called. I didn't see who initiated it, but I assume with Newcastle's bench in the centre, it is probably Newcastle's official review.
Yes. I did see Newcastle's bench styling one of our Leeds tote bags earlier.
Now that seems like a good investment to me.
Very good. £2.50.
Wow, for a very useful, reusable tote bag, £2.50 seems good for the environment and a reasonable price.
If anybody else would like a Leeds tote bag, go to our merch over there, where lovely Jamie is, and have a tote bag for £2.50.
I don't know if any other teams have tote bags, but there is other merch out there that looks very still available and wearing. So.
Yeah. We have London, Newcastle, Liverpool, and we have Hive.
And I think there's some Newcastle somewhere. That might be those shirts folded over that table, so. But I'm not sure.
Newcastle does have some very nice merch. The tie-dye, which you can also get as a gift from our tombola. They've donated a tie-dye t-shirt to our tombola. Thank you, Newcastle.
Very nice. I didn't see that earlier. I might go get some so I can get a nice tie-dye shirt. It's definitely the season for tie-dye and very roller derby appropriate to wear a tie-dye uniform.
And thank you, Hive, for being here as well, where you can buy your laces, skates, plates. They can also build your skates for you. They have that service, which I might have to do because my skates are falling apart after 6 years of never getting new skates.
That's impressive for 6 years. They've held out. How much skating you do?
There's got a lot of tape around them.
I think there's a lot of us toting tape on some sort of equipment this weekend.
Yes. Knee pads, elbow pads, just tape my whole body, I think.
I think some of our B team have bought new helmets today from Hive, so they'll be toting them at the game tomorrow morning. Yeah. I think they're the first game of the day, the B team versus London C team.
Hive were at the rescue today for me as well and gave me a skate tool so that I wasn't wobbling around on track today. So thank you for everyone being here today, all of our merch team and refs, everyone, thank you.
Always thank your officials.
And we are back with 14 minutes left. Have a power jam. Julia takes the inside and is called lead. Birmingham Jammer is still sitting in the box. Tan is waiting for their turn.
Very nice toe stops on the outside line then.
Twinkle toes. Really strong fight from Julia.
Looks like that was a high block call.
Yes, high block. Julia's to go into the box and Tan is on track. Switcheroo.
Is it a drink for a jammer swap? That could be a new rule. But I was going to say here, swap, but a nice change.
And got through with some offense from her blockers. Well done.
Very nice footwork.
So graceful.
Effortless, really.
And Newcastle jammer Julia is out of the box and back on track.
Nearly a repeat of that nice outside line spin from Tan on that one.
Both jammers still in the pack, fighting to get out. Julia's at the top with a lovely strong tripod. And float, going back to do some offense. Nice, lovely offense and jammer work there, and Tan is out the pack.
Always nice when you have a patient jammer for that offense.
Just really good awareness from Birmingham, knowing when to switch from E to O. helping your jammers. And we're at 12 minutes left with 7 to 1-4-1. Lovely flat wall.
I hear when people see the flat wall, they always go, "Ooh, that's so 2017." But I wasn't around for then, so I'm just going to reiterate what I hear.
I wasn't around either, but yeah, it's very 2017. So retro.
So retro.
But also timeless. We like a flat wall. We like dominating the jam line. Not letting the other team take it. Nice strong stance.
I think this must be an official timeout. Yeah, an official timeout. So
What else should be on our hydration game? Right.
Ooh.
What about a spin?
I don't know. Some are very spinny jammers. I think if you were to do a hydration game on that, you could have a really tough game.
You'll be peeing all night. Am I allowed to say that?
I don't know. Maybe.
True. Be hydrated, but you will be up through the night. Because there are some very spinny jammers.
When we were at Scotland the other week, they did game bingo. And one of them was for the jammers to hug. So maybe we could have that as a hydration thing.
Yeah, I like that. We like some jammer love.
Well, sometimes you get lonely there, and there's this one person stood next to you. They can appreciate how you're feeling. So maybe a hug always goes a nice way.
Maybe a hug. Oh, are you allowed to hug the opposition player? Can you hug the opposition? Or would it be illegal contact?
I think it depends on how close it is to the 5 seconds, I guess. It looks like the Newcastle jammer is starting in the penalty box on that official timeout.
Birmingham jammer is pushing out at the front of the pack, and she has through and called lead.
Nice toe stop work on the outside line. I feel like I'm saying that a lot this game.
Birmingham are chasing. The attack has gone straight into the Newcastle wall to try to get some points for their jammer. Lovely little juke from the in to the out, making space for themselves. And out on the outside line.
It looked like a very effortless side jump.
Yes, Newcastle comes straight out of the bin and through the pack, out of the initial, and can now get points.
A very satisfactory start when you're in the box.
And you come out straight through the pack.
I know people say you don't want to come out of the box too hot, but sometimes it's worth it.
Always come out of the box too hot. That would be my advice. I'm coming in hot.
Come in hot, hot, hot.
Nice dominant wall from Birmingham.
Without someone telling me officially, statistically, I think this might be the first time in a while we've had both jammers on the jam line.
I think so too. We've had a lot of power jam starts. Good practice.
We needed like a little production assistant to tell us all of the smart things so that I don't say anything mistaken.
Stats. We want stats. And no lead is called. Oh, we have lead. Birmingham has lead. Scurry came out of the pack but got recycled. But does have lead. Newcastle jammer has taken off the start and is pushing a very strong wall at the front. Sending offense. Offense is helping Newcastle's jammer, but needs to bridge so there isn't a destruction. Perry shouting roll up so that pack will be maintained.
Oh, a spin! See how much alcohol or hydration you'd have to have for that spin?
Hydrate. Nice. So start is in hand for Newcastle jammer.
This is a very cloggy jam. Those jammers are going to have to put those legs to work to keep pushing.
And Terry's got the star. Jam is called off. And it is 0-0.
A potato jam, I think, is what sometimes they call it. A 0-0. Or potato jam, I think, is what it's called.
Hydrate. You're joining our drinking game.
A regular announcer can correct us tomorrow if there's any mistakes we've made.
So we have Tan on the jump line with Peregrine.
Two sets of very powerful jammers.
Making lots of space for themselves. Both went down at the same time and are both back up. Offense coming in for Birmingham's jammer.
A nice line clearance, and Tan has used that
and is
to get out.
Lead. Peregrine is still in the wall on her initial. It is 3-wall against Tan as they're at a deficit as one is in the box. Lovely.
Someone got a whistle.
spin.
There was a whistle for someone's penalty. There it is. Newcastle jammer.
Power jam. Power jam to Birmingham. Tan is pushing at the front because it's another spin.
I told you we'd be very, very hydrated if we went on spins.
And calls it off. Nice looking at her bench. See what to do. Bench says call it off.
I'm glad we didn't do the hydration game on power jams, I think, for this game in particular.
Very hydrated. So, Birmingham jammer starting by themselves, with Newcastle jammer sat in the box. We're going to see some offense from the line from Birmingham. Yes, some passive offense from 89, sitting hard on the wall, allowing the jammer to get through. And we're already round for a scoring pass for Birmingham. Peregrine's back on track with star in hand. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. And a star pass to Sudrin.
Move.
From this angle, I couldn't even see it until I knew Sudrin was moving.
Birmingham calls it off.
Ooh, very
Just
stylish.
in time. 0 points. Newcastle 0. Oh, 3 for Birmingham.
With 6.5 minutes to go, we might see both teams over the century line, and that would be a consumable beverage.
I think so. So, Birmingham starting with Scurry and Yulia on the jam line. Both have a deficit of 1 blocker, so 3v3 blockers. Both tripod walls, very strong, holding the jammers.
If they didn't have their Weetabix this morning, they would have earned it by now.
Or their porridge. Both jammers still pushing through the wall, and now final 4th blocker has been released from the bin coming to do some offense. And a lovely recycle from Birmingham, reforming just in time for the jammer to hit. And we have a lead jammer to Birmingham.
Nearly a minute into the jam.
Well done, blockers.
Ooh, lovely spin.
Oh, jammer on jammer action.
Now that is on the hydration game.
Everybody take a sip. 0-0.
On? Is it 4?
4. So it was 0-0 that pass. Yes. But 0-4 altogether. And I can see Birmingham has made the differential smaller. It was 70 before.
Yes. So it's a 1 and 1 point something, I think, now, rather than a 1 and 2.
Thank you, mathematician.
My very, very basic maths. My partner probably could tell you to a decimal, but I cannot.
We have Tan pushing at the back as our jammer. Newcastle jammer is also stuck in the pack. Some really strong walls today, but these jammers are persistent.
That's a good word to use, persistent.
Committed?
It makes you feel better.
Persistent?
Sometimes when you're stuck, you're just like, oh, I'm going to keep trying. When someone goes, no, be persistent, you're like, yeah, I am. I'm strong today. I'm going to be persistent.
You are persistent.
I'm doing something.
Yes. And we have Newcastle jammer has just been given a penalty and is going to the box. So,
looking at the ref indication, it was a forearm
call. And we have a lead jammer. Another.
Could this be the 100 jam?
Minute and something into the end. So blockers are really shutting down the black jammers. I said blammers then. Blocker and jammer, blammers. I think that would be called a double threat. Blammer and jammer.
Absolutely.
Pan is around the track again on the scoring pad.
Ooh, a lovely little jump.
Very easy scoring pass there.
102 for Birmingham.
Woo! Both in triple digits. With just 2 minutes left of the game.
Losing out of that pack initially quite quickly. Very nice work. Coming out of that box hot, as we like. Well, between us two as announcers, we like it.
Honestly, well done everybody, because it has been very hot in here today.
I think it might have been the hottest game of Derby I've nearly ever played.
I think so. It felt like it.
But also Newcastle made us work very hard.
Yes.
So
we were
a nice double
persistent.
whammy. My shower will be appreciated later.
So, on track, we have Peregrine versus Murphy from Birmingham. Both fighting through these walls. Nice comms from Birmingham's blockers, telling each other where the jammer is. And a spin for lead jammer. Hot on the
Peregrine
wheel.
is hot on their tail.
Nice.
But are we getting a fast blocker pack? Maybe.
Saving their points. Attack and the other Birmingham blockers ran to the front of that to save their points. That is the point of the game. No pun intended.
1-1. Nice 1-1 points for that jam.
Birmingham are bringing it back. Newcastle jammer is at the front of the pack, pushing through. A three wall, and she's out of the pack. Hat off, star off, I should say, for
And a pass.
Birmingham. Newcastle jammer on a scoring pass and calls it off quickly before Birmingham can get any points.
Very good hustle from the Birmingham pivot to get back round. A very clean pass.
3 points there for Newcastle.
Potentially a last jam. We'll have to see.
5, 4. Unofficial score.
146 to Canny Belters and 105 to Birmingham A.
Well done, both teams. In the edge today, it's been very hot, some very strong walls, and some very persistent jamming.
Very persistent jamming.
And well done, Birmingham, for bringing up that point differential in that second half. Some really, really, really nice, strong defensive play we saw here today from both sides.
Yes, very strong, very good blocking from both teams, and good jamming, but very noticeably visually appealing blocking.
Very visually appealing. Okay. Well done, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, day 1 over.
Day 2 tomorrow. See you on track.
Yeah. Woo!